some outside perspective that people have been having a hard time seeing in me.
I'd say like the yin and the yang, or the duality that is in plants, animals, humans, nature, the entire visible universe as far as I'm concerned.
Damn. Damn, that's how, no.
I think also masculinity is kind of something you perform, like gender.
I think of it more in like a balance within everyone, within nature, kind of like the energy that pushes versus the energy that pulls.
I'm aware of the possibility of having toxic masculine traits.
Definitely, for sure. How do I tackle them? I constantly checking myself and questioning myself every single time and every single day, so I cannot go to that road.
I'm very aware of my toxic masculinity traits, and I do acknowledge that sometimes they appear rather out of nowhere.
One of the things from back in the days when I played Pokemon on the Game Boy, I used to have all male Pokemon teams, and I didn't let any girls in for some reason. So all my Pokemon used to be male. Even though I didn't have a problem with real girls at the time, I didn't want any, I suppose I connected it with some sort of weakness or not being capable to fight in the Pokemon team or something, I don't know.
I see it every day with interacting with my son. I guess I would tackle it, and I go about it by really getting to know myself. You see it really in the subtleties. You really see it in the small things.
I'm a singer. I'm not scared of showing my emotion. That's part of my job, and that's part of the beautiful, beautiful, enriching experience that I'm making every day.
Thinking about it, I feel like I can open up more to women sometimes instead of men.
I'm a black gay man. I've been, for example, bullied, or I went through events that would make me repress them. So in that sense, I would be colder or detached from emotions.
It happened a couple of times in the club where I am necessarily kind of in an environment where it's thought that it is safe, and I'm being me and being completely the femme personality that I am in the club, and I would be encountering super hyper toxic masculine persona, and I would definitely call them out.
Hell yeah, all the time. But like, I live in Neukölln, and sometimes I'll like go into one of the shops and get like a shirt or something. I was looking at this crop top, and I picked it up and asked the guy how much it was, and he was like, it's for eine Frau. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't see where it said for the Frau on it. Like, can I have the fucking shirt or not? How much is it? I'm not asking your opinion. You want this? And I was completely serious, like I just got blank faced, and I was like, what about that is funny to you? Why can't I wear what I want to wear? You look like shit. I haven't said a word to you. You know what I mean? Like.
But sometimes I feel as if my family tried to regulate the way I present myself, or my appearance. I think one of the most prominent examples would be painting my nails or whatever, So.
But my dad had this weird like psychological thing with him. Like when I was younger, I would like fold my arms if I got cold, and he would say, that looks gay, don't do that. Or like, if I want to bake a cake, he would be like, why do you want to do that? And I'm just like, because I like cake. Like, why does everything have to be gendered?
Oh, younger me.
What I would say to my younger self:
you shouldn't give a shit about what most men think.
I just recently understood that I consider myself very much on the spectrum, very fluid, very water-like, changing shape between liquid and solid and gas. That's such a beautiful thing to understand, and I think it would have been easier for me and for my younger self if I'd known that possibility.
I would tell him that you should really listen to your instincts and not the environment that you've been placed in.
Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, to be emotional. Don't be afraid to be feminine. You are the one who make the rules.
Stop trying to impress these dusty people, because in 10 years they're gonna have 3 baby mamas, don't see none of them, paying on child support, can't get a passport because they got back pay child support. And like, you're just gonna be living your dream. So like, fuck what a hater gotta say. You were made the way you were made for a reason, and there's a purpose behind it. And the people you're trying to impress aren't that impressive.
Most intense situation where somebody expects me to act according the gender that they read me in is
I'm not supposed to color my nails or take so long to get ready. Moving to Berlin, it really helped to be as individual as I want to be.
when it comes to sexual situations. I think this idea of how a man has to perform sexually, especially a black man, there's so many stereotypes, there's so many pre-assumptions that I just don't confirm with.
By talking about it more.
Starts from education, from the beginning. I mean, if you're brought into this knowing that there is a fluid, non-segregated way to look at the world, then I believe really that it can change the entire board. From the parents saying, okay, this is how we necessarily see the world, but you can see the world however you want to.
I think there is no such line. Being respectful and checking on signals from the other person, you know. If you feel like you're making them uncomfortable, so stop, but otherwise I think there isn't a line. And I think physical touch should be more normal about with like cis men as well.
Let's say a guy's like, you know, I've never been with a man before, I identify as straight, but I want to try it. If he sucks a dick and after he's like, I didn't like it, I don't think that's gay.
Grew up in an enclave kind of. I grew up in Memphis, but the surrounding areas are just red states and very, very conservative. I didn't really even know so much about the LGBT community until I left and moved to Israel. Everything around me was, I would say, an ocean of ignorance.
Comparing to where I'm from, which is Syria, it's dominated everywhere. Even the women know it, but they can't help it in a way. But here the women are aware of it and are fighting also against it.
Fuck yeah. I mean, yes. I don't know where to begin. Like, you know, as a black gay American, like there's so many layers to it. Like the toxic masculinity within the black community and just in general, you know what I mean? Like being told this is too gay, this is too feminine, boys don't do that. But here I find it's much more open.
I just want my children and my son to have trust in me, to feel like they can talk to me about practically anything.
Daily I see myself interacting with him, and I kind of have this deja vu with my father and him doing similar things. If I'm, you know, disciplining him, say him wearing blue rather than pink, or him playing with a doll rather than an action figure. I'm really just trying to say do whatever you want, and when you are ready for this life of Earth and you want to do it, then I'll be like, all right, here's keys to the car. Good luck.